Hey world, Beck here. First of all, I want to thank you for joining me for my first Writers AMA. For this segment, I'm going to be sharing my opinions and perspective on writing young adult stories, fiction, novels, etc. And I'm also going to answer your questions. So for this week's video, I don't have a question as much as I just want to share with you a bit about who I am and why I write. My name is Beck. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a young adult writer. I wrote my first novel, A Fantastic Mess of Everything, which is about a girl named Millie, who is an anxiety-ridden college senior. She goes to Cal Poly Pomona in California, which I also went to. Currently, she's trying to figure out what she wants to do when she graduates. She is embarking on all of these changes. Her roommate and best friend is moving out after they've been living together all 4 years of college. Her estranged father is trying to get in touch with her, and on top of that, Millie is struggling with anxiety, something that she didn't know she had. I don't think there is any right or wrong reason to write. I think we all have our own personal reasons. You may want to sell a lot of copies, you may want to become very famous, you may just want to share what ideas come out of your brain. For me, writing is about being honest with myself and sharing my world to everyone else, how I see the world. And the way that I tackle my own personal problems is through telling stories about fictional people. So Millie, for example, is a very exaggerated version of myself. She has anxiety, she's an only child who is dealing with her estranged father coming back into her life and trying to establish a relationship with her. Her best friend is moving out, and Millie is dealing with feelings of not abandonment, but I guess you could say abandonment. And she also feels like everyone around her has all of their stuff together and they know exactly what they want to do with their lives, and she knows she wants to be a writer, but she doesn't know what she wants to do when she graduates college, which was something that I kind of struggled with. I changed majors like 2 or 3 times. I transferred schools. I kept questioning whether what I was doing was the right thing to do all the time. And now that I'm 27, I can tell you that it's okay to not know what you want to do with your life in college or even after. You don't have to jump into anything, and that was something that I really wanted to share with the younger audience, because I think we live in a society where we're constantly told from a very young age that we have to know what we want to do. We have to pursue big, great things. And I think as adults, we need to share what we went through and bring our adult experience perspective into these younger characters and into these stories written for younger people, so that they can take away from it and they can learn that, hey, it's okay to have anxiety, it's okay to be resistant to change and to be nervous about meeting your estranged father or mother and what that could bring. It's okay to fall in love with someone that you never pictured yourself falling in love with. It's okay that your best friend is moving out. You know, there are so many things about A Fantastic Mess of Everything that I experienced in my new adult years that I wanted to share with younger people, because I wanted them to know that everything is going to be okay. It all turns out okay in the end. In my short story that I'm currently working on, that will be available on April 20th to my newsletter subscribers for free, it's called Or Best Offer, and it's about Kara, who is a relentless boy chaser. I personally used to be a relentless boy chaser, and I used to pick a specific guy, and I would just try my hardest and I would do everything to make this guy like me, and it never worked. It never works. And if I am like that, then I know that there are probably tons of young girls who are also the same way. So I wrote this story to help all of us understand why we are this way. Maybe put them on a path to understanding why they feel the need to chase after people and try to win people's affections when you deserve to be chased after and you deserve to have your affection won over. You deserve all of those things. I like to write about diverse females. All of my females are usually Hispanic because I am Hispanic. In my upcoming novel, All the Stars on Fire, the main character, Natalia, she's a superhero and she doesn't want to be a superhero anymore. She feels like it's isolated her. She's lost her best friend, she's lost her sister and her whole family because of it. All she wants to do is just be a normal person, but she feels like that's the wrong thing to do because being a superhero is a lot of pressure. And if she goes away, who's going to save Angel City? The city that she protects, who is going to do that if she's not there? So the book deals a lot with isolation and doing things that make you happy and how to cope with decisions that affect a lot of people that are bigger than yourself. So those are some of the things that I like to write about, and for me personally, it's not about selling a ton of copies or having a ton of people read it, even though those things are pretty nice and would be great. It would be great to be able to make a living off of writing stories forever. Of course, that's what everybody wants to do, but I think as long as people are getting something out of what I'm writing, and even if it's only one person, for me that means far more to me than ever like making money. To speak my truth and to share with younger people my experiences with the hopes that it'll help them in some way. So that is my young adult writers AMA for this week. Tune in next week. I will answer a couple of questions. If you have questions, please send them over to my Twitter, twitter.com/BeckMedina, Facebook, facebook.com/BeckMedina, or you can email me hello@beckmedina.com. The links will all be in the description for this video. Until then, have a good week.